Hello, I am Antonio Pastore and I just purchased a Revox A77. This is a 1968 machine. When it arrived it was not in a very good conditions, so I had to repair some of the broken stuff, and I also took the opportunity to do a recap and change all the trimmers. However, this would require a full calibration of the tape, and I want to show you how to do the first calibration, which is the output playback calibration, using the EQU software, which is a free software that you can easily download from the network. Ideally, this step would require a reference tape, which I'm a little bit too stingy to purchase. So instead of using a regular calibrated tape, I will do the following. I will record the channel 1 only, and I will then play back the tape in reverse mode to tune and calibrate the channel 2. This calibration, of course, will not be according to the standards, but at least will make sure that the two output channels are calibrated in the same way. And afterward, you can use this calibration to calibrate the recording level of the tape recorder in a, let's say, simply manner. Now, how to set up the REW software? First of all, you have to activate the generator, set up a 1 kHz frequency. You also need to activate the real-time analyzer and the oscilloscope. As you can see, we have the 1 kHz signal. The signal currently is coming from the input, so if I turn the input to output, we should not see any longer any signal. Of course, what you need to do is to properly align the system. The system is connected using audio cards. This is currently a Motu M2, which is a fantastic audio card. The audio card has been tested with the same software, and it shows a fantastic performance, basically flat until the 48 or 96 kilohertz band range. Now, what I'm doing now is to, first of all, we need to set up the input level to -3 dB or -5 dB, according to your taste. Do not oversaturate the tape, of course, otherwise you will not get a proper measurements. And then what you need to do at this point is to press the rec button and record this signal for at least 2, 3, 4 minutes. And to do that, I'm using just brand new LPR 35 tape, which has been available since years, and it is a quite expensive tape, but all this stuff is quite expensive, so I don't think this will be a problem. I will now jump the recording part, because there is no point to have 2 minutes or 3 minutes of recording with just seeing what's going on. Now, as you can see, I reversed the tape and I started to play. For the time being, there is no signal yet, because I put a blank space after the 1 kHz tone to be sure that I will spot it in a proper manner. Let me go forward a little bit, otherwise it might take a while. Okay, and finally we can see the channel 2 signal, because what has been recorded only in channel 1 will be available in channel 2. You can see that there is a signal when I press stop and then play, and as you can see from the scope, the signal is a perfect sine wave, even in reverse mode. Then what you need to do is to align the output to be exactly the same as the other channel, and to do that you need to adjust the trimmers here. I already done it before. The trimmer is this one for channel 2. You don't need to remove the cover. I removed the cover just for my own convenience, and because I didn't want to break the holes. But with the cover you have the holes, and using the holes you can adjust the output. Now when you have done this, you are ready to do all the other calibration of the input, the bias, and also the equalization. As you can see, the curve is pretty good. The signal noise ratio is around 44 dB, which is not too bad, and the total harmonic distortion is usually less than 1%, which is something that is hardly audible. We have to consider that this equipment is 58 years old, so probably some of the electronics must also be adjusted online. Maybe I will do in the future, specifically for the playback board and also the input board. Of course you can test the output using the earphone. The signal is very low, so you will not listen too much. It must be done in a proper way. And then if I stop the recorder, you can see that the level meter here is going down. Hoping that you enjoyed the video. It has been a relatively short video. I will make other video about the adjustment of the tape recorder for the other mechanism, the bias, the equalization in the future days. Take care.